India cleared the purchase of 24 Sikorsky MH-60R naval multi-role helicopters through the U.S. Foreign Military Sales Program, according to Ministry of Defense, MOD. The acquisition, which is worth about $2.12 billion, was approved by India's top defense clearance body, the Cabinet Committee on Security. The MOD had approved funds for the purchase in August 2018. The MOD officials said a formal government-to-government contract for the MH-60R helicopters will be signed once cost negotiations are finalized. The approved deal for 24 MH-60Rs does include a weapons package. According to an Indian Navy official, the helicopters are to be armed with multi-mode radar, Hellfire missiles, Mark 54 torpedoes and precision kill rockets. The Navy plans to use the helicopters for its frontline warships. They are also to be used in limited intelligence gathering roles, for surveillance missions, and in search and rescue efforts. The helicopters are also expected to have the capability for conducting amphibious assault and anti-submarine warfare missions. The Australian government underlined its commitment to the U.S. war preparations against China by announcing a further $1.1 billion upgrade to the Tindal Air Force Base in northern Australia, primarily to provide access for U.S. warplanes, including nuclear-capable bombers. On the same day, after visiting the base, Prime Minister Scott Morrison flew to the key electronic spying and communications facility, the U.S.-controlled base at Pine Gap, in Central Australia, for a classified briefing from U.S. and Australian intelligence officials. Pine Gap is a pivotal site for U.S. missile and drone warfare across the Indo-Pacific region and the Middle East. Major runway extensions, fuel stockpiles and engineering will be designed to support large aircraft, such as US B-52 strategic bombers and Australian KC-30 air-to-air refuelers. US and Australian fifth-generation strike fighters also will have greater capacity to conduct joint operations and training exercises in the Indo-Pacific. The Tindal upgrade also signals the greater basing of missiles that could strike Chinese ships in the critical trade routes via Singapore and Indonesia. The announcement followed a decision by the US State Department to approve the sale to Australia of 200 AGM-158C long-range anti-ship missiles for about $1.5 billion. The stealth cruise missiles could be fired from Australia's new Joint Strike Fighters, when the US delivers them, or its FA-18F Super Hornets. The Malaysian Institute of Defence and Security held the Perwira Dialogue 2020 in Kuala Lumpur under the theme Malaysia's inaugural Defence White Paper, Ideas and Implementation. In a speech, Chief of the Malaysian Defence Force General Effendi Buang said this was the first time his country had revealed the Defence White Paper, which sets up strategic orientations for defence in the next 10 years. He said one of the highlights of this paper is the affirmation that Malaysia is a maritime nation and its government commitment to pursuing the three pillars of the defence strategy, namely concentric deterrence, comprehensive defence, and credible partnerships.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.